Hey everyone, this is Bill Greeter. I thought I'd give a quick update on the schedules and delays, and some of the tools that we have in our toolbox from a lean standpoint, particularly to help us identify and mitigate risk to the schedule, and hopefully get a little bit more time in advance notice in terms of when potential risk delays could happen. So I wanted to pick up where we left off. The idea behind the first slide is these are all common reasons, causes for delays. And the way I like to think of it is if the job flowed from start to finish, that's a lean concept called flow. What are the things that cause unscheduled stops? I mean, stops that we don't anticipate. And the idea too here is that some of these things are in our control to some degree, and some are not in our control. And are things, certain things that you have no control over. And this discussion is really about identifying those things that we can control and continue to build those processes so they're more robust, so we can avoid some of these unscheduled stops. So we started with, we had discussion, going right down the list, and green means we feel like we can control those things. Yellow means we may have limited or some control over those things. And there's no reds here yet, but red would be we have no control at all. So, part one last week, the hour was spent getting to untimely material delivery, um, and that was a pretty good discussion. The second slide that we didn't really talk about was what's the impact of delays, and these are things that I got from John. Unhappy client, liquidated damages, extended general conditions, opportunity cost for staff. The whole idea behind the last planner system and lean is to be able to have those five connected conversations that I'm going to talk about in a second. So we're not just going off a schedule, a general, a schedule that was it's more of a prediction, at the beginning of the job on how things should go, but through these five connected conversations, um, then we're kind of taking it and making it real week by week. Okay. And also looking into the future, 5 weeks from now, to try to make sure that we can identify and mitigate risk to the schedule. Um, and here are some of the tools, look aheads, the 5, 6 day weeks ahead, as well as next week's schedule too. And again, we're assuming that the job is being pulled like this. So we're looking at next week, and we're looking at 6 weeks from now. The weekly huddles, daily huddles probably are, with the pull schedule, the sticky notes on site is ideal, either by having it, on the screen. We have a little projectors that we bought, or, the old fashioned way with sticky notes, but having weekly huddles, but also daily huddles with the people that are on job site. So as things can come up, you can adjust that pull schedule. Communicating with team subs and vendors. Again, when we talk about look aheads, the 6 week is the intention is that is the project manager, and the superintendent on the job is the one that's doing the next week's schedule, and also the huddles. And part of the beauty of the last planner system is to, Pareto and look at recurring causes, identifying roadblocks ahead of time, pivot on focus. In other words, being able to kind of reshuffle the deck based on what's happening, who can come in early, that kind of thing. And then the measurement is something that we send out every week. And there's the five connected conversations. One is the master schedule, and again, it's a prediction. It's the best we have, when it's produced. The pull plan is something that we do that we haven't done on these jobs that are existing, where we take the job and we gain agreement with the subs on what their durations are going to be and when they can start and what can possibly hold them up. And the look aheads, again, next week and 6 weeks from now or 5 weeks from now, it doesn't matter, either 5 or 6 weeks. And then commitment planning. So basically, when the commitment planning part is in the daily huddles, and we're going to confirm that you said 3 days. Yeah, it's going to take 3 days. And again, I think this is the best so far we have. This is our Venus. And the idea here is we can avoid, we came up across some where the schedule started to go off track a little bit. but being able to say in 1129, seeing where we're at, what tasks are left, and then reshuffling these sticky notes. Each sticky note for Kevin and for new people is that each color is a different sub, and they've told us, they've given us this information. Okay, so that's the summary of the delays. Hope it's helpful. Have a great day.